Hello everybody, I'm going to give this a second bash. Thanks very much for joining me. I'm Dodgy Git. This is the Dodgy Git Show. I'm turning my TV set off so we haven't got that in the background. We've got a minute coming up for this rocket launch, so thanks for joining me. I'm going to flip us over here, thank the guys there for what they do, and bring us up to date.
Control of the launch countdown.
50 seconds to go here. We've got SpaceX O3b, mPOWER 5 and 6
Launch director on countdown. Go for launch.
Go for launch.
And with the final go from our launch director, all systems are go for launch of Falcon 9 with the O3b mPOWER payload.
Sorry about that sound there, everybody. I think my mic's all
30 seconds and counting.
30 seconds in counting. Let me shunt myself over the corner a little bit. Thanks for joining me. This is Dodgy Git Show. We rushed in here at the last minute after messing up the first attempt to get this launch on my record, on my feed. You see, it's part of my history. Build up my history of what I'm doing. Let me just close the chat here a sec because that's holding us up.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Lift off.
Godspeed.
Vehicle is pitching downrange.
Shake it, shake it. I've got about an 8-minute round trip here, but let's just zoom up there. Anyone want to go to Hawaii on one of these things? Hey? Yeah? Sod waiting in the airport lounge, mate. We just jump on the top and off we go in the transit van.
Falcon 9 has successfully lifted off from Pad 40 at Cape Canaveral Space Force Station, carrying the O3b mPOWER payload.
Bang it, eh?
Power and telemetry.
Nominal power
During
and
ascent, we will
telemetry.
tilt the 9 Merlin 1D engines, and that will turn the rocket horizontally in what we call a gravity turn.
My first
Now we're still going up,
first
but we're also heading
declaration.
horizontally away from the launch pad.
There we go, we flying.
Moments ago, we did throttle the engines down in preparation for max Q,
Falcon 9 is supersonic.
or maximum aerodynamic pressure.
See, don't want 106% all the time. Just throttle back a bit so you don't smash the fairing up at the front, trying to push it through the air too hard. See, all science, kids. Yeah.
Max Q.
Max Q. Q
The rocket
equals
typically
pressure.
needs to go about 17,500 miles per hour horizontally in order to avoid being pulled back down to Earth and get into orbit. So keep an eye on that stage 1 telemetry in the bottom left side of your screen.
See, kids,
And coming
Q.
up in about a minute, we do have 3 events in quick succession. Those are
Impact
MECO, or main engine cutoff, stage separation, and SES-1.
See, kids, we do algebra and we talk about Q this and velocity that, yeah? V this.
Stage separation is when the first and second stages will physically separate from one another. And SES-1 is when we light that single Merlin vacuum engine on the second stage.
See, vacuum engine designed differently because the V's and the Q's are different, right? Yeah? V velocity, Q pressure, right? Start do some mathematics in algebra. Yeah, start understanding algebra for
Getting some
what it
great
is.
views from stage 1 here, looking down towards the Earth. You can see those 9 Merlin 1D engines powering our way into orbit.
And there's some power, see? See all the molecules in the air, they all spread out up there. There's not, they're like, they got their neighbours are way over there, right? They're the molecules. So then when you go up there
MECO.
and you squirt a load of gas into the air, it can fill up
Stage
that
separation
space
confirmed.
real quick because there's no other molecules in the space. Yeah, they got neighbours are way over there and way over there. Yeah,
And vac ignition.
there you go.
Wow,
Got the
amazing
seal
view there
range.
of stage separation and MVAC ignition as well as MECO from the
That's
ground. You're now getting a live view from our MVAC and stage 1 camera.
Grid fins
We
come
did
over.
just
See?
successfully cut off the 9 Merlin 1D engines, separate the 2 stages, and light the MVAC engine.
Yeah, see that nozzle there? It's not melting. It's got
coming up on
liquid
fairing separation in
hydrogen
around
pushing
15
through
seconds.
it, cool it down on the inside, whilst the other side of it is trying to melt it. So that interface metal there has to be absolutely bang on. Metallurgy has to be precise. We can't make all this metal in arc furnaces, so we have to be careful what we're doing. Oh, what happened? Oh, we've lost one. See this back end on the left hand with these grid fins? Here we go. This is now You have to watch its altitude, so it's not going
Bearing
up.
separation
Oh, it's
confirmed.
still going up slowly.
Both vehicles are following nominal trajectories.
But it's
We
coasting.
did
It's
just
just flying
hear
through the
confirmation that
horizon.
we had successful fairing separation. We will be attempting to retrieve those halves today once they fall back to Earth using our recovery vessel, Doug. We're now just about T plus 3 minutes and 50 seconds into today's mission. We are in the first of 2 planned MVAC burns for prior to satellite deployment. At T plus 6 minutes and 30 seconds, you should see on your screen the first stage's entry burn. And for the entry burn, we do relight 3 Merlin 1D engines, and that's starting with the center E9 engine, followed shortly after that by the E1 and the E5 engines. And this, of course, slows the vehicle down as it passes back into the Earth's atmosphere. We need to slow down to reduce the re-entry forces, and that helps us recover and reuse the first stage. During that entry burn, Falcon 9 is decelerating by firing its Merlin engines, but we're still moving very rapidly. And that causes the vehicle to fly through Merlin's exhaust gases, also sometimes called the rocket's plume, and this deposits a layer of soot on the vehicle's surface. And that soot comes from the carbon-based fuel that Falcon 9 uses.
Well, you ever seen an aeroplane that's been used quite a lot? Yeah? It's just dirt. Yeah? Keep an eye on these numbers here, because the altitude stops and the speed goes the other way, and then the altitude goes the other way. Yeah? This right-hand section here, vacuum engine works in a vacuum only. If you try to ignite it on the air pressure we have on the ground, it wouldn't light. Yeah, it's designed, yeah, a beautiful, like a prawn, or like it's like the back of a prawn. Yeah, tube that's been welded by a person, right here. I used to have to draw those things out on a bit of paper, project each shape of each section of the pipe out. It's quite interesting to draw. Anyway, I'll let you back in. See, this is falling again now. His altitude's coming back down. Anyway, I'll shut up and keep out of the way.
Both vehicles continue to follow
Nominal trajectories. Oh, we're burning. Oh no, there we go. We're back together again. We're back together again. It's all a bit smudgy there. The video's a bit smudgy. Bit out of focus, that.
Stage 1 entry burn startup.
Here we go. Stage 1, left-hand side.
SpaceX saved.
There we go.
There's confirmation of the startup of the entry burn on the first stage.
Watch it decelerate
You can
like
see on the telemetry
crazy.
on the bottom left side of your screen, we are now rapidly decelerating.
Yeah.
And this burn should last around 20 seconds in total.
Yeah. 6.5 minutes in. It was like 5.5 minutes. It's so smudged I can't see it. Yeah, that out of focus isn't me. That's
Stage 1 entry burn shut down.
That's them.
And
Right.
there's confirmation of the shutdown of the entry burn.
Gone from
Visibility
8,000
is key to
kilometers.
lowering the cost of spaceflight, and that enables
You've gone 8,000 kilometers an hour down to 5,000. See, in 20 seconds. Yeah, hell of a speed camera, eh?
performed the entry burn for the 9th time today. And this booster has previously supported CRS-26, OneWeb Launch 16, Intelsat IS-40E, and 5 Starlink missions.
Stage 2 terminal guidance.
The Merlins on the first stage are optimized for sea level, and these achieve 190,000 pounds of thrust during ascent and descent. And the MVAC engine on the second stage is optimized for about 220,000 pounds of thrust in a vacuum. And coming up next at around T plus 7 minutes and 50 seconds, we should be shutting down our MVAC engine on the second stage.
Stage 2 FTS is saved.
And that should be followed quickly by our landing burn on the first stage.
Stage 1 transonic.
Thanks for joining me at the Dodgy Git Show, everybody. It's Dodgy Git 95. We got
There's confirmation of second engine cutoff 1.
a landing
Just
coming
awaiting
up.
confirmation of a good orbital
Any
insertion.
minute. Any minute, we're going to have landed left-hand bit. Yeah, we're into
There we go,
orbit on
great
the
news.
right-hand
We
bit.
have inserted the stage into a nominal orbit.
Oh,
Again, we
got
are coming up
focus
on
back.
the landing burn of the first stage.
Stage 1 landing burn.
Stage 1
There
landing.
we go. We did just light up that central E9 engine.
That's it.
We're just waiting for Falcon 9 to land back on our drone ship, a shortfall of gravitas.
Oh, we're going to get to see it. There we go. There's the ship. Watch him come in. Legs out. Oh, stutter, 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 stutter. Here we go. Get it in. Oh, get it in the middle. There we go. Beautiful.
Stage 1 landing confirmed.
See? It's easy now, isn't it?
And there you have it, folks. That landing marks SpaceX's 245th recovery of an orbital class rocket. And that's
245th. Yeah? That is incredible. 245th time they have landed one of these on the back end of there. Yeah?
Number of cargo missions, commercial cargo missions, as well as 5 Starlinks.
See what they're doing with all this, and if you're not up to speed with it, then it's just a little bit of insight, I suppose. The whole fact, the whole point of, we've seen that get there now. So hang on, I'll just bring myself over. I'll just bring myself into the picture. Hello, everybody. I'm Dodgy Git. Yeah. Thanks for joining me. Yeah, beautiful rocket launch again. Thanks to the folks over there at the launch pad today. I tried to use NASA space flight, but I actually didn't have the volume up on my microphone when I started the show. So I was about 2 minutes into it and then realised I had been silent for the whole thing. So I just scrapped it and tried to recycle the thing as quickly as possible. Yeah, another inspiring trip to space there for another piece of technology, whatever it's carrying up there. You know, I love watching a rocket launch. I do. I really like watching the technology develop. What is it? 240 odd landings of those back ends now. Yeah, that's pretty routine, right? When does it get classified as routine? Be a routine flight. Yeah, no abnormalities or anomalies on any flights, you know, for so long. When does it get deemed? Put anybody on them, can't you? Then fly all around the world. Yeah, well, I think people will be using them to visit places like Hawaii, yeah, or yeah, you go to Bora Bora when you're on a rocket, yeah. The only way to get there, yeah, because you can't take ships because they're too polluting. So the only way you can get on and off the island is by rocket. What do you reckon? That'd be a fun thing to do. Do you think it'd work? Do you think people would pay for it? Because the cheaper it is, and that's what I was getting onto. The cheaper it is, the more people could do it. And the idea with that, excuse me, long day, is the reusability. Like he said, that back end there that we landed, that's been used for this and for that and for that and for this, right? And the engines within it, yeah, individual component engines, yeah, each one of those engines has done so many different flights. They take it off, take it apart, put it through the shop, everything gets recertified, back out the door. And now what we've got is a development where we're starting to go, well, we just have a look-see. It was a routine flight. There's no damage found. If you had 250 of those go through the shop and there wasn't any wear on them, yeah, that's where you start building up how many times they do it. Yeah, that rocket motor's been up 20 times. Oh, right, flipping out, that's a good one. Yeah, what was good about that was bad about the one that blew up or whatever, you know? One that went pop or didn't quite get to pressure or, you know, didn't make the thrust you wanted. Yeah, incredible technology. And it's it would have been impossible with our previous technology. One technological development has led to the next technological development. Yeah, printed rocket engines. Excuse me. Yeah, printed rocket engines. Yeah. I think a lot of the components that are now printable are impossible to make using the machines we used to have. They're so intricate and can do such odd shapes that machine tool heads wouldn't have ever been able to make such intricate patterns and finite details and flow channels and all the rest of it. So I am waiting for this technology to be embraced by other manufacturers to make other quality items that can be used over and over again. And that's what we want, isn't it? Things to be reusable, and it becomes cheaper. It becomes cheaper, more reliable. We can all start using it. So we can all go to Bora Bora. Apart from it'll be so polluted, nobody will want to go there. Yeah? Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the rocket launch. It's just a short, dodgy Git show for this evening. Just like I say, it was a 9-minute round trip actually, that one. Might have gone a little bit further than the one last week, 8 minutes or so, but yeah, imagine go anywhere you like in 10 minutes. Suppose you want to go around the other side of the Earth, yeah, because all they've done is go up and come back down, haven't they, I suppose. But once you've gone up and you're in orbit, you don't even have to go into orbit, do you? You just have to travel around the Earth, to let the Earth travel under you, and then drop back down again. Instead of trying to push ourselves in aeroplanes through this thick glutinous liquid that is air, being pushed at 600 miles an hour, tends to turn into a liquid, right? Like Q, pressure, yeah, max pressure, max Q, yeah, is that when the air turns into concrete? You know, it's like hitting water fucking fast, don't you? If you hit water fast, it hurts because it doesn't get out of the way very quickly. Yeah, air does the same thing. It's a fluid at speed, isn't it? You need to push that fluid any further. Yeah, it's like trying to hit water real hard. Ain't gonna work. You just break it, or yourself, or your machine. Oh, you got a little bit out of it. I could sit here and talk about all sorts of things this evening, but I've had such a pleasant weekend. I'm not going to try and stress myself out with airing too many of my views, I suppose. I'll just say I've had a really nice weekend. Enjoyed it with the people I love. Yeah. Saw the people that I wanna see. Didn't see my mum. Should have seen my mum. Yeah, never mind. She was busy, I think. Well, she was yesterday, I think. Bit of a cold today. Yeah. Anyway, if you're watching, Mum, love you, Mum. Yeah, don't forget to watch the rocket launch. That's what you were here for. Yeah. Yeah, don't worry about me gobbing off. I just airing my views, you see. That's what Dodgy Gits show's for. Yeah. Anyway, might do another live show tomorrow. Might come up with some more political, topical debate, like Braverman or Palestine or Tommy Robinson, or how the cheap rubber on the back of my car has made a vast difference to its handling. Yeah. We can talk about anything, can't we? Yeah. Don't forget, click the like and subscribe and the bell thing there, or your ding dong thing, innit? You'll get annoyed next time I make a show. Yeah. When you get annoyed, you can come and join me and air your annoyances, can't you? Hey, because that's what it's about. Yeah. It's finding a quiet place to have a little think. Yeah. We could talk about 101 different subjects. Like I say, I haven't even got my telly on. You see, the Black Mirror's just sat there, yeah, waiting for something to be reflected out of it. But yeah. Do you watch the Antiques Roadshow? No? Rather good this evening. Yeah, quite like that. Nice. I like quality items, you see. We could talk about quality items again in another show, couldn't we? Yeah. Quality over quantity. Yeah. Yeah. Do you buy 10 pairs of Primark trainers, or do you buy one proper pair of shoes? Things like that. Do you buy cheap rubber for your car? Yeah? Or do you go for the expensive brand name thing that's supposed to be top performance? Yeah? Anyway, like I say, thanks for joining me. And as I always say, I'm Dodgy Git. I'm sharing my love with you so you can share some around, yeah? You'll have some love in your heart and share it about people you meet. Yeah? Don't forget, it's Remembrance Sunday, wasn't it? Eh? Did you have a little think and a little remember? I hope so. I hope you did. A solemn morning, yeah, but a very pleasant weekend. Thanks for being here.